can't video in here because of HIPAA violations with our patients. I can call the police if I need to,
but why would you call the police?
Just doing a First Amendment audit, are you?
Just taking some pictures and video. That's it.
Okay.
You have a body camera on, don't you?
Okay. What about it?
That means you're taking their picture and video.
Okay.
Are you not?
This is gonna be. Like I said, you're just exercising your right, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate
said,
that.
But some people, especially down here in the South, I'm just gonna tell you, they don't like it.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we are at the Clair County Health Department here in the great state of Alabama. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. Hey, how are you? Who are you?
I'm office manager.
Office manager? And your name?
Tanja.
I'm sorry?
Tanja.
Tanja. No, I don't need any help at the moment. Thank you.
Okay, can't video in here because of HIPAA violations with our patients.
HIPAA violations?
We can't have our patients being seen.
HIPAA doesn't apply to the public. HIPAA applies to healthcare providers, insurance companies.
You're not allowed to video in here. I can call the police if I need to,
But why would you call the police? This is a public building.
I'm asking you not to, so.
But this is a public building. Just in the publicly accessible areas of the health department. Excuse me, ma'am. I don't understand what's the big deal. They're so quick to bring up it's a HIPAA violation. HIPAA does not apply to the public. It does not. It applies to healthcare workers. Not filming inside of any doctor's offices or anything. So quick to call the police. So there is a sign right here that says no pictures, videos, or recordings allowed. I just don't understand how that sign, because it says respect our patients' privacy, how that sign overrides the First Amendment of the Constitution. Freedom of press. I'm just in publicly accessible areas. What information can I gather? Private information while I'm in public. Anyway, it's the community room over here. Let's see what kind of private information I can get from this room over here. Ridiculous. No one wants any private information. Just taking some pictures and videos in public, exercising my rights. That's it. Very cordial and I don't understand. None of this is necessary. Sorry?
Is there a reason you're out in there?
It's at a community room. I was just,
You need to rent the video or training here.
oh, I mean, it was open. I just was,
Well, it's supposed to be out.
is this a restricted area?
It's not supposed to be open to the public. We have our trainings out here and our immunizations out here.
Oh, I was just taking some pictures and video. I didn't think it was a restricted area because the door was open. And community, I thought,
No, we don't let the community.
good. You should change the name of the room.
Mm-hmm.
Community room, very deceiving.
How we doing, boys?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Just doing a First Amendment audit, are you?
Just taking some pictures and video. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you don't take pictures of the patient's files, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, how would
That'd be a HIPAA violation.
Well, HIPAA, as you can I just get your name and badge number, sir?
My name is Officer Elmer. It's 841.
Thank you, Officer Elmer. Yeah, no, HIPAA applies to the healthcare providers and insurance companies. It doesn't apply to me.
Well, no, I'm just saying you can't take it of their chart.
Yeah, I mean, that would mean I would probably go into a restricted area.
Yeah. No, as long as you're not in a restricted area, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. So
the thing is, So you're just doing a First Amendment audit is what you're doing, basically.
No, I never said that. I'm just taking some pictures and video. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
How you doing, Sarge? Can I get your name and badge number, please?
Yes, Cooper, right here, 18 is my badge number.
What was the badge number?
18.
810. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Okay, so they're just having a little bit of an issue with you recording, okay? Which,
Yeah,
like said,
I noticed that.
Yeah, that's why we're here. That's
Yeah.
the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
We have patients over there in the clinic that may have been filmed and we're
But-
not allowed to do that.
Well, they're in public, ma'am. My intention is not to film patients and just stand in front of patients and film them all day. I'm just trying to get the literature of the building. That's all I'm trying to do here. My intention is not to film anything behind your window. Like I said, HIPAA applies to you, so the onus is on you to keep your information and private information safe. And I think you're doing a good job because I haven't seen any. So I haven't seen any private information. So you guys are doing a good job protecting your patient's information. So no issues here.
How much longer do you think you're going to be?
Not too long. Not too long. I just got to get. Just gonna go in that room over there, see what's over there, and just get some more literature.
what type of literature would you like?
Yeah, ma'am. I have to go back in that
So he
room.
doesn't have any business in that room, is that what you're saying? Okay. So that room's, if you've already been there, then and that's all
Yeah.
you're doing, there's really no point in you going over there, because that is conduct environmental business. Unless you have any, there's really no point in you doing that.
Oh, I mean, I just wanted to take some pictures and video. That's it.
Temple.
Okay, well, they're saying you've already been in there, right?
Yeah, but I didn't get all the pictures because the office manager here came out.
I didn't come out to you, were back over here, you'd already been in there.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so I'm back to my question. How much longer are you going to be?
I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you, Sergeant. Couldn't tell you.
As long as you don't get any of these people and they don't have a problem with you video them, I guess we're fine.
I mean, they're in public.
Well, they're in a place.
You're videoing them right now, not me.
I'm videoing?
Yeah, you have a body camera on, don't you?
Okay. What about it?
That means you're taking their picture and video.
Okay.
Are you
So
not?
how this is going to be?
Oh, I'm stating the obvious.
Okay.
And it's public record, your body camera, so.
As long as you don't go into any restricted areas,
I-
because, well, that's what I'm saying, I understand that, but the thing is technically he's correct, this is a public building, okay? The thing is, he cannot record medical documentation, he cannot do that, okay? Now, people, we don't have a sense of privacy when we're in these buildings. Now, if they're in a closed door, and he opens that closed door like they're in a patient's room, they have some.
They have an
But
expectation of
that's-
privacy.
That's the thing that we come across, okay? I'm just telling you, that's the rights that they have, because they can walk in the courthouse and do the same thing. They can walk into the hospital, record the whole waiting room, record people, he can walk up to anybody, just like he said.
Thank you.
I have no ill will, ma'am.
We'll stand by, just to make sure that the peace is kept. But other than that, like I said, if he's not doing anything illegal, if he's taking if he starts recording your screens with patient's information on it, that's illegal.
He can continue that.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I have no ill will, ma'am. Sorry.
Well, we know, we've dealt with this before where people want to record stuff.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have the right, but we also have to be respectful of each other.
Of course, and I've been nothing but respectful towards you.
I haven't seen you be disrespectful at all, okay?
To anybody here. That's not who I am. That's not the man my mom raised.
Okay, well, you do what you gotta do.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
So, you mind if I follow along?
Sure. That's not a problem.
I'll follow along. I'll
Yeah,
tag
get the
along.
door for you.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
But like I said, we just can't record anything that's privacy factor, you know that.
Yeah,
You know
no.
how this applies.
They
You've done your research.
yeah, I'm pretty. I don't want to break the law. That's my goal. I don't want to break the law.
Because you break the law, then you got a whole different consequence.
Exactly.
So-
Why would I want to break the law? I'm
Yeah,
a law-abiding citizen.
There's nothing wrong with it, but like I said,
Yeah.
this is being respectful of each other, that's it.
No.
You know, like
I
I said,
appreciate
respect
that.
what you're doing.
Thank you. I
understand.
appreciate that. I just
So-
and the way I do it is
Well, like I
is-
said, as long as we conduct it in a manner where we're not violating any rights,
Yeah.
then, like I said, we're good.
good.
We don't have a problem with people we have a problem with people that want to violate people's rights. Just
Yeah.
like somebody's trying to violate your rights, we don't like that either.
Exactly. And I appreciate you explaining it to them. You did a great job, and it's
Well,
not.
like I said, they can request privacy, But there's no expectation of privacy in a public place, like you said.
For sure.
Now, as far as their medical records go, you know just as well as I do, you can't record that.
Yeah,
You can't
that would
record
involve me like going back there and opening up their file. Yeah, no, I get that.
You're right. So, but like I said,
If they were, for example, but though, if if they were holding it up to the window and I was passing it by and they held it up to the window,
then technically you're not doing anything wrong. You're right. They're holding it to where you can see.
Yeah.
It's not being kept private.
What police department? Am I?
We're Pell City.
Pell City.
Where are you from, bud?
I'm from New York.
You're from New York.
I'm from New York. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm from
What
New
part
York.
of New York.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island. You've been fair to me. I'm not gonna try and be mysterious with you. So.
Oh no.
I appreciate it.
There's no. I'm a Yankee too, so I'm from Michigan. So.
Oh, Michigan.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
So what
How long you been down in Alabama?
I've been down here now, be 12 years.
12 years? Wow, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long
I
time.
still got somewhat of my Yankee accent,
A little bit. I don't know.
but I got a little southern twang here too.
Yeah, little twang.
Little twang.
Little twang.
So what's your YouTube video name?
I'll give it to you before we leave. On the way out, okay?
That's fine.
I'll give it to you on the way out.
That's fine.
You've been so respectful towards me, and a lot of the times, to be honest with you, a lot of the times, as much as I treat everybody with the same amount of respect that they give me,
Yeah, that's right.
and it's refreshing to have somebody that's, instead of saying, "Hey, I'm going to arrest you if you don't turn off that camera and violate my rights," it's refreshing. So at the end of the day, I have no problems.
Yeah.
It's great, and I appreciate you, educating the office manager here. So now, if this ever happens again, now she knows.
Well, the thing is like I said, they put the sign out there because they're trying to respect their clientele. Mm-hmm. Okay, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they're just doing what they're told to do by their boss.
Exactly.
So somebody comes in here, records, call the cops.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's just it. I mean, and like I said, you have a right to walk around and film anybody in a public place.
Yeah.
Now, you can't go behind restricted doors.
Yeah, for sure.
You know that.
Would never want to do that.
Yeah, I got you.
That'd be crazy.
So,
Would you mind giving me the CAD number for the call?
that's up to him. He's a sergeant, so I can give it to you. I'm just asking,
Give it to you, right?
you ready for it, bud?
Yeah, you could just say it. It's gonna be
2022-053176.
okay. Great. I just like to have that just in case I need to get the body camera footage or anything like
Yeah,
that.
no. I understand.
Is your whole department have body cameras?
Yes, sir, we do.
Oh, that's great.
We do. We're our department's been a big proponent of it. And
That's
down
great.
here in the South, we've been
Good transparency.
Well, it is. You're right. You're correct. Just like you had pointed out to,
Yes.
that we're recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's protection both of you and me.
Exactly.
Because you could make a false claim. If I didn't have this,
Now
you
it-
could edit that video to
Yep.
say whatever you want to say.
Exactly.
See?
Exactly.
So, it's
It
a
don't-
safety thing.
I've never seen a good police officer complain about body cameras, and if anything, they love them. They're like, hey,
Well, and that's what
it gives
I
you
tell
more
them.
evidence
Well,
in
that's
court.
What I told everybody. I've always been that type of person. People say, "Don't you hate that?" No, I love it because it holds everybody accountable.
Everybody, exactly, including yourself. Yep.
Exactly. You're right.
And that's why I record everywhere I go, because no matter what I'm doing, I'm always recording. Either I have a GoPro on or whatever, because I don't want anybody saying anything that I did differently. I treat people, like I said, with respect. I don't want to argue with anybody.
Well,
I just want to peacefully exercise my rights, and hopefully we could have a good conversation like this and a good situation, and
You're right.
because there's not too many of these good situations, to be honest with you.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of times it's, people, especially in this day and age, the reason why I think we're getting a lot more kickbacks of it is because of things that are happening. People are going in and filming institutions, and then things are happening to those institutions. Not saying that's what your plan is.
Yeah.
Not saying that at all. But I think people are getting more leery.
Yeah.
Because especially with the height and because there's been so many more shootings
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and while I do understand
Some
that point,
people- yeah.
while I do understand that
You still
point,
have a free- you still-
I think it's a
right.
slippery slope to
It is.
just
Oh, I agree.
just
I
to restrict certain rights because of other things that are
Well,
happening in the world.
And
you
I'm
know?
not saying that. I'm not saying.
No,
that's
I'm not
right.
saying you are.
I'm not saying.
I'm-
right
I-
on. But
I see
I'm
what you're
saying
just
is
what you're trying to do, yeah.
Where you get people that get a little leery.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a right to restrict what you're able to do.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that at all.
No, I
Because,
understand
you know,
that.
But it's also their right to leave, you know what I'm saying, if they feel uncomfortable because of what you're doing.
No,
That's
yeah,
what I was trying to say earlier.
no, for
A
sure.
couple of them left, and so they'll probably come back later, but.
Yeah, no, that's fine, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Like, I doubt if I have any of their faces on camera, to be honest with you. I stick to the walls because I understand, especially like children or anything like that, I understand that people can become upset, especially if I just stand there. Right now I'm having a conversation with you, obviously. You guys are law enforcement. You guys are filmed probably all the time. You guys don't care.
Yeah.
But the average citizen, I could understand that they're going to feel leery, so I try not to get them in the thing.
I can respect that.
I try and, let me get the walls, let me get the brochures, let me do this, because I'm not just going to stand there and just be like,
in your face.
I can film you because I have the right to film because I can. And, I think it's too antagonistic and it defeats the purpose.
Well, what's going to end up happening is it's going to turn volatile.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Especially in this day and age, especially in the South.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people, they get real.
Yeah.
they can get pretty crazy pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it can go from 0 to 100 pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Depending on who you approach.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about it is also we're here to make sure that you're safe as well. That's why if I could walk with you, that way we could keep things calm.
For sure.
That's part of the reason why I asked, hey, you mind if I walk around with you, follow you?
Yeah,
That way,
yeah.
if somebody starts to get hostile, we can diffuse the situation.
Yeah, professional peacekeepers. That's what I like to call you guys.
Well, that's what we're supposed to be.
Professional
That's
peacekeepers.
what we're supposed to be. We're not always, but we try our best.
I think that's, I have a friend that he's an law enforcement officer in Illinois, and he told me that term. He's, we're supposed to be professional peacekeepers. And I never heard that term before, and I was like, you know what? That is the perfect term to call a law enforcement officer, because not all the time it needs to be an arrest or dominating somebody. It's to keep the peace. That's your main goal, right?
That's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that people go home, and that if
everybody's safe.
If people need to go to jail.
Of course, I'm a big proponent for law and order,
So
for sure.
The thing is, but you're right. They don't always have to go to jail.
Exactly. Well, it was great having a conversation with you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. I'm going to be getting out of here now.
Okay. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you, like I said, exercising your rights.
Thank you. I appreciate it, officer.
Okay.
Thank you. Sergeant, thank you. I appreciate it.
Sure.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good night, ladies.
You gotta give me your YouTube channel so I can go watch it later.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, I think it will be good for the, honestly, for the community at whole, because my goal is to bridge the gap. I don't want to. I'm a big supporter of law enforcement, law and order. I just want to make sure everybody is, everybody's on the same page. Yeah. My channel page is Long Island Audit.
Long Island Audit. Okay.
Long Island Audit. Remember I told you I was from Long Island? Long Island Audit, and you'll be able to find me there. Okay.
All right, bud. Well, hey, like I said, you're just exercising your right, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
But some people, especially down here in the South, I'm just going to tell you, they don't like it.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
and I mean, I wouldn't, like I said, I understand that I don't have any privacy in public. But again, if somebody just came up to me and started putting their camera in my face, which is what some people unfortunately do.
Well, there's some people that do that with their audit channels.
Yes.
They get up and personal in people's faces.
And I think once you look at mine, you'll see that I'm not like that at all.
Like I said, I respect what you do, and I understand what you're doing, and I get that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, a lot of people, like I said, but these businesses, they get a little leery. I think it's more the leery trying to protect people because they don't know what your intentions are.
Yeah.
It's not to restrict your rights.
Yeah.
They're leery of what you're trying to achieve because they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
They've never seen.
Well, I achieved my goal because now that woman who didn't understand, now she understood. You explained it to her.
The thing is, and that's just it.
And now she understands.
Job too is to be able to bridge that gap between you and them, and make them understand that this is not illegal. As long as you're not doing this, or this, you're within your rights.
Exactly.
So.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you'll like it. Okay. Check it out. Okay.
Long Island Audit.
Long Island Audit. There you go.
All right, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Be safe.
You too. Pell City Police here. Excellent job. All right, guys. So we're just getting out of the St. Clair County Health Department here in Alabama. As you can see, the Pell City police officers have left. Definitely a pass on their part. But first, as far as the office manager and the public servants that work on the inside of this building, they were very uneducated on our First Amendment right and HIPAA. HIPAA only applies to healthcare professionals, insurance companies, etc. HIPAA does not apply to the public. And I see a lot of healthcare providers say that it does. You can't record in this building because of HIPAA. They use it as an excuse to try and violate your constitutional rights. As you just saw, it is no excuse to violate our constitutional rights. Shout out to Officer Elmer, who came in, de-escalated the situation, knew exactly what was going on, educated the office manager and the employees inside the building on our First Amendment right. Didn't violate my rights at all. In fact, we had a great conversation, which I believe helps to show all of you and the community as a whole that this can help bridge the gap. That conversation that we had inside, Officer Elmer and I, that served to bridge the gap between law enforcement and the public, or at the very least, law enforcement and First Amendment auditors. So I'm proud of that. Let me know what you guys think of this one in the comment section below. As always, stay safe, God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.